Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show. Before I get on out of here, I had to talk about a story that's very, very important. And albeit indirectly, it involves Caitlin Clark.
Buckle up, everyone, because the WNBA is on the verge of exploding. But here's the twist. This blast isn't fueled by one player's ego. Absolutely not. It's from a master plan so precise it could reshape the league's entire DNA. Forget everything you believed about super teams, because a new 2026 roster design just leaked, centered around Caitlin Clark and a shockingly brilliant co-star. This isn't fantasy hoops anymore. It's a declaration. You can already see Stephen A. Smith yelling about it live on TV, veins bulging, calling it historic. A squad so ridiculously stacked it'd make NBA GMs doubt their careers. Think of it as a chemistry project where every possession turns to gold, uniting the league's fiercest defender with perfectly fitted teammates. It's the same formula that made the Golden State Warriors legendary and turned Miami's Big Three into primetime icons. But now, it's the WNBA's chance to rock the world. The rule stays simple. Give Caitlin Clark, the once-in-a-generation phenom, the perfect system, and she'll craft an empire. At the heart of this machine isn't just Clark's insane shooting range. It's her fiery partnership with Sophie Cunningham, the league's ultimate enforcer. Cunningham supplies grit, intensity, and chaos. Clark brings precision and spectacle. Imagine Sophie locking down scorers while Clark drains logo threes like it's a warm-up. Together, they're no ordinary pair. They're a full-scale nightmare in sneakers. Points? Please. This isn't just about piling up numbers. It's about creating an unbreakable dynasty. And the secret ingredient? The mind-blowing chemistry between Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Clark is deadly in open space, drilling those disrespectful deep threes off screens like it's her daily ritual. But even a sniper needs backup firepower. That's when Sophie charges in. Defensive chaos made human. Cunningham doesn't just guard, she intimidates. She's that player who wrecks your whole rhythm, shoves through every pick, and dumps your confidence in the trash. Add her playoff toughness and locker room authority, and you've got the type of veteran leadership that keeps stars like Clark centered when pressure hits hardest. Sophie never crumbles under stress. She thrives on it. Together, they'd create an energy so fierce it'd vibrate through the stadium lights. And cue the legend himself, Stephen A. Smith. You can already hear him roaring across ESPN, "The WNBA needed this." He'd label it bold, revolutionary, pure evolution, the sort of high-voltage shift that turns games into spectacles and athletes into icons. Picture him pointing at the camera, voice shaking with fire, proclaiming this as the moment the WNBA finally claims the spotlight it's earned. Because let's face it, fans don't show up for average. They live for greatness, dominance, and a little drama to debate online. Just like when the Warriors ruled everything, or when LeBron sparked the Miami Heat Superteam era, this would be must-watch basketball. The moment this lineup leaks, Stephen A. wouldn't just discuss it, he'd preach it like gospel. The instant Caitlin Clark hit the spotlight, the WNBA found its golden ticket, a once-in-a-generation shot to create something legendary, something that could define an entire era. And naturally, Stephen A. Smith wouldn't waste a single heartbeat before turning it into a sermon. He'd slam the desk, declaring this isn't about killing competition, it's about saving the sport. When one super team becomes appointment television, everybody benefits. Every city they play in sells out, every clip goes viral, and suddenly, the WNBA isn't just a league, it's a global spectacle. The domino effect? Other teams panic, hustle, and start constructing their own powerhouse rosters just to survive. That's how you spark a genuine basketball uprising. Picture the 2026 Fever Squad. Clark raining threes like artillery fire, Sophie Cunningham snarling on defense, and fresh stars lining up to join the frenzy. Add a bruising post monster dominating the paint, a forward built like Aja Wilson or Brianna Stewart spacing the floor, and a secondary guard who can score and dish when Clark gets doubled. That's not a lineup. It's an execution blueprint. Each role would be exact. The screener who demolishes defenses, the rebounder who erases Clark's misses, the defensive shapeshifter who guards anyone. The entire system would hum with sacrifice and precision, 5 assassins, 1 purpose. But the instant this dream roster hits the headlines, boom, chaos. Whispers flood every timeline. How did they gather this much firepower? What deals happened in the shadows? Who sacrificed the paycheck and why? The internet would ignite overnight, turning basketball talk into full-blown conspiracy theater. Because when dominance like this forms, praise always travels with outrage, and this juggernaut would bring both in surround sound. The second this fantasy lineup leaks, pandemonium erupts. Rival fans lose it, yelling that the WNBA just greenlit a talent monopoly, a pre-scripted dynasty that destroys competition. The media, they'd feast. Every network would debate nonstop. Is this super team the death of basketball purity or the league's smartest power move yet? This squad would instantly become the villain in every building they walk into. Every matchup would feel like the finals, every possession a war zone. From the opening tip, they'd wear a glowing target on their backs. Twitter would melt instantly, side-by-side memes comparing Caitlin Clark to Kevin Durant's warrior leap, endless threads screaming unfair and weak move. Reddit detectives would post 3,000-word essays about secret negotiations, late-night calls, and hidden deals. Sports talk radio? Nonstop fury. Meanwhile, old-school purists would groan, reminiscing about the good old days of the Spurs and pre-KD Warriors, when dynasties were built through loyalty, not star mergers. They'd preach that super teams kill suspense. Why even watch if we already know who's taking the crown? But here's the twist. That outrage is the marketing. The backlash becomes the story. Fans tune in hoping this empire crumbles, praying for underdogs to spark miracles. Every missed shot turns into a scandal. Every sideline glare becomes breaking news. The pressure? Unreal. If they don't capture the title, it's failure, no debate. Every camera zooms in on cracks in chemistry, every ego flare, every tense timeout. And then comes the money mess. Building a juggernaut like this stretches the WNBA's salary cap to its absolute limit. Some stars must sacrifice, deciding between a dynasty ring or a max check somewhere else. Caitlin Clark naturally gets the big payday. She's the league's headline name. But Sophie Cunningham, the defensive engine, would take less than her true worth along with the power forward and interior anchor. That's where the real drama brews. Ego clashes, sacrifices, and quiet resentment behind the polished team-first facade. It's the ultimate storm. Glory or collapse, immortality or disaster. Either way, the world will be watching, popcorn ready, waiting to see if this dream team rises to greatness or burns itself alive.